been a couple days since we went to see The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
2 days exactly.
Yeah, so have been really busy with work, getting work done.
Mm-hmm.
It's life of a college student.
And
but,
not me.
Freshman, senior. But, so we're both pretty big, comic book fans. He's much bigger into Spider-Man, but I'm not. It's not like I'm not. Yeah,
just a tiny bit.
But we're both Spider-Man fans. He's just a little bit more than me. So yeah, Amazing Spider-Man 2 now is a thing. We have to live with what we got.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people online are complaining about
things.
Yeah, a lot of the things actually. A common ground is that this movie has so much that's really, really good, but it's mixed in with so much that's really, really stupid.
Basically, it's split between comic book fanatics and regular general audiences.
Casual viewers.
Yeah.
But honestly, I was entertained.
I was thoroughly entertained.
Yeah, it was entertaining. I liked the enthusiasm behind it. I liked the directing. I even liked the villains, even the ones that got only 3 minutes of screen time.
Rhino.
Rhino.
I will kill you.
I trust you. It's like, okay, Rhino. Okay, let's just go right into this. We're already talking about Rhino. Yeah. Rhino is played by Paul Giamatti, and
completely hams it up.
Yeah, he not only he destroys. He's in the suit. And he destroys the scenery, and then he gets out of the suit and starts eating the remains with his big Russian teeth. And
it's basically a Russian mobster. If you can picture him with tattoos and I don't know. He's just
he's got this stitching tattoo around his forehead. He's completely over the top. But here's the thing: Paul Giamatti knew what he was getting into when he signed on for this, or when he saw the script, and he's like, he literally only bookends this movie. He's in the intro and the very end.
Literally.
Yeah.
You don't see him any other time in the movie.
And he doesn't have any any importance to the plot at all. But he's just there, and honestly,
just to smash things.
Fun.
That's what Rhino does.
Yeah, fun is the right word to use. Fun is definitely the right word to use because he is very entertaining in this role because he knew he only had maybe 6 or 7 lines, so he just decided screw it, I'm gonna go cartoony.
Mm-hmm.
So he puts on this very thick Russian accent. Sorry if I'm offending any of my Russian friends.
Very thick. You have Russian friends?
A few.
Oh.
There's a couple of guys from high school.
Oh. Okay. I wish I had a Russian friend.
Your life's not over. You'll eventually find one. So how about before we go too much further into Spider-Man 2, let's talk about AMS 1.
Okay. So, Amazing Spider-Man 1 basically covers the same origin story, slightly modified in the Sam Raimi versions. The first one came out in 2002. A little bit darker, definitely. That's one of the things the Amazing Spider-Man 2 has strayed from a little bit, is the darker side. There is, darker moments in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but the first one, it definitely, a lot of the scenes, take place at night. And you don't see Spider-Man swinging in the daytime a lot, so.
Yeah, I agree, but I wouldn't say. I don't think darker is the right word. It's definitely more serious.
Well,
as far as you can take a guy dressed in this, as serious as you can.
Modified.
It's definitely you can definitely take it more seriously than the Raimi films, but the Raimi films I still think are fun. I still like the Raimi films. I like Tobey.
Mm-hmm.
I still bought Tobey as Peter Parker, even if he did look 30 years old and he was supposed to be in high school. It's
Andrew Garfield right now. He's 28.
Well, he still. I would buy Andrew Garfield as high school more than I would Tobey. He doesn't look old. Andrew Garfield doesn't look that old.
He's got the awkward, skinny.
He's got the really lanky body and the long neck.
Yeah.
And but that hair, like that hair and that face. I mean, a lot of people like him, but it's Edward. It's Edward Cullen. He looks like Edward Cullen from Twilight.
Ooh,
And
ooh, that hurts.
I know,
That
I know
hurts.
it does, but it's the truth. That hair, like it's like that blow up, like eraser head hair. He looks like the Slim Jim guy. Anyway, I digress. I want to see a Slim Jim guy movie.
No, a little bit.
We're getting a Captain Planet movie.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we are.
That's not happening.
You know, it is happening. We're getting a Captain Planet movie, and we're not going to get a Slim Jim guy movie.
I'm not going to watch that.
Oh, I'm going to see it. I'm going to see it. It's going to be. If they get Don Cheadle as Captain Planet, I am seeing it.
Good luck getting the whole house to go see that at the midnight premiere.
That wouldn't be that hard. It wouldn't be that hard. No, but a lot of people have a soft spot for Captain Planet. Anyway, back to the Amazing Spider-Man. As compared to the Sam Raimi film, the Raimi films, what what are you a bigger fan of, the Mark Webb or Sam Raimi ones?
Oh, so many good things in both of them. Spider-Man 2, the 2004 film, is still my favorite.
Yeah, it's still the best one.
Perfectly executed. And, I don't know. I can't get over the music. The Sam Raimi
Yeah, the
films.
Danny Elfman soundtrack is classic.
It's like the definitive Spider-Man theme. Like I can't think of any other.
Well, the '90s cartoon theme.
That
one still gets stuck in my head every time I hear it.
And of course, the '60s cartoon theme.
We're not gonna do the thing.
Oh,
no, go ahead.
Spider-Man universe is extremely cheesy and very self-aware, especially in the Mark Webb movies. Peter's cell phone ringtone is the original '60s Spider-Man theme song.
And that goes off a couple of times. He starts whistling it too.
At least 3 times. It's just like
it gets old. It gets old. Like the first time it's cute.
Yeah.
First time it's cute, and then he starts whistling it. I'm like, you're getting on my nerves, kid. And then it's like they do it a third time. It's like, yeah, you killed it. You took it out back and shot in the face with a shotgun.
Oh, gosh.
Shot it with your boomstick.
Yeah. Boomstick.
Yeah. This is my boomstick. Wrong movie series.
Probably not gonna get that reference. Well, some people might. Yeah. I don't know.
This is going on YouTube before it goes on Facebook, so there's going to be plenty of YouTubers who know that reference. Yeah, this is his side. This is his side of the wall. This is my side of the wall.
Groovy,
right there. And right below that is me with Bruce Campbell. You know where my priorities are, and you know where his are.
Pretty much.
So, yeah, these are his. Keep getting lost. Spider-Man 2, yeah, we both agree. Spider-Man 2 from 2004 is still the best Spider-Man film. At least,
so good.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, it's got cheesy moments, but it's Spider-Man. It's not The Dark Knight. You're not gonna go into this film expecting The Dark Knight, and
yeah,
you can't do that because
even Captain America 2 was like, I don't know.
Yeah, that had fun.
Yeah, it had fun in it, but like it wasn't as goofy. If you're going to a Spider-Man film, expect goofiness, just like overload goofiness, because that's just what. Yeah,
it's there. You're definitely aware you're watching a comic book film. Yes. But while we're on that, this particular Amazing Spider-Man 2, in particular, looked amazing. This movie was shot great. Oh, except for maybe the intro. I thought the intro, like the intro with the plane crash. Okay, before I get into that, I'm gonna take that, put a stick in it. I'm gonna save it for later because I think before I go into that, we need to go into the plot synopsis before we get too far. We're already 10 minutes in this, and we haven't really talked about the plot. And good lord, what a plot! Or should I say plots?
Oh my gosh.
Many, many plots.
It's definitely a tangled web here. But yes. Wow. There's so many things going on. Peter and Gwen are still technically still together, off and on, because Peter's haunted by Captain Stacy, if you remember from the first film.
Played by Dennis Leary.
Yeah, Dennis Leary.
Awesome man.
Yeah. For cameo's sake, he was back in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, just in brief little shots. he died at the hands of the lizard and basically told Peter to keep Gwen out of him being Spider-Man. And he's still struggling with that.
He never said, I promised.
Yeah.
Peter never said, I promise I'll keep Gwen out of my life because I want her to be safe.
Yeah.
He died before he could say, I promise, but in this movie, he's like, I promised him. I promised him. Now, yeah, in his mind, he probably was promising him, and he knew exactly where he was coming from. So that's a nitpick, and if people are going, if they want, who complain about that are going to be like, they're looking for something to complain about.
Exactly. So yeah, they're off and on, and I guess they technically break up again. And Gwen decides she's going to Oxford in England.
Oxford.
That
Okay.
Things.
Before we go any further, we gotta warn you. It's impossible to really talk about this film without spoiling it. So
yeah. So
if you haven't seen it,
gigantic spoiler alert. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna edit that. We're just gonna have to use our imagination. This is just a vlog. I'm not gonna. This isn't. Imagination. Go SpongeBob here.
Yeah.
So just overall, it's a mess of a plot, but honestly, it could have been worse. It could have been a lot worse.
It's much better the day after because you really don't remember how everything ties together. You just remember the.
You remember the good parts.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you remember the good parts.
It's a non-cohesive blob, really. It just kind of.
You just remember good,
like an
entertaining points.
Yeah.
I think we could talk about the acting a little bit before we go into spoilers. So it's not yet spoilers. We'll let you know when it is really going to get into spoilers.
What saves the acting?
The acting is really does. The acting and directing are what really hold this film up. Mm-hmm. If it weren't for these two things, this movie would fall into the trap of being the absolute worst Spider-Man film. It is
even worse than Spider-Man 3.
Yeah, and I like Spider-Man 3 to an extent.
You're alone.
I know. I liked Iron Man 2, and I don't like Iron Man 3, and I like Spider-Man 3.
Live alone, die alone.
Yeah, but I can see Spider-Man 3 has problems. Is it a good movie? No, but I liked it. But when I was like reading about like the production that's going behind this Amazing Spider-Man 2 and how like it's gonna have Electro. I mean, they had Electro. I'm like, okay, that's a guy I haven't seen on screen yet.
Thank God they didn't go with the comic book costume.
Oh,
although they did hint at it, if you noticed.
He had the lightning bolt.
The lightning bolt, but okay, so he's a little bit, I don't know, would you say schizophrenic?
I'd say not schizophrenic. He's definitely lonely. He's definitely supposed to be a sympathetic character, but
makes himself a birthday cake since it's from Spider-Man.
He talks to himself in his room. This isn't a spoiler, by the way. This is actually pretty early in the film. Yeah. When he's like Max, and he's like so sad, but you really love this guy because he's entertainingly sad. Mm-hmm. He's got the stupid comb over, just like the bad comb over over the bald spot.
Yeah.
And he's got the gap teeth and the glasses, and he's like, I'm nobody. Nobody's noticed me, but then Spider-Man notices him.
No, you're not nobody. You're somebody. And he's like,
I'm somebody. Yeah, my life's changed. Like, Spider-Man is now my boyfriend.
Yeah,
officially.
He's
got like this. He's got like this shrine. A shrine that looks like this.
Worse than this.
Yeah, much worse than that. And he's got like this mirror, and he looks at the pictures of Spider-Man next to him. And he's like, "Hey, Spidey, didn't see you there." He's like acting like.
Oh, you remember my birthday? Gets the cake. It's green and yellow with little lightning bolts on it.
Oh,
a little reference to the original comic costume, which is oh my gosh.
This is what I'm talking about. This guy is more of a Spider-Man fan than I am. He
notice things.
Yeah, he noticed things. Like there's a scene in the clock tower where the clock
have eyes like a hawk.
Yeah,
ears like a rodent.
That was fun. Yeah, that's Spider. That's 2004 Spider-Man 2. That guy was funny. I liked him. That was pointless but funny. What did you say? What did you tell me yesterday? It was about the there's the clock tower towards the end. There's a scene in the clock tower. We're not going to go into what goes on yet, but we're just going to say that the clock and the clock tower stops on a certain time.
There's a very constant theme in the movie of Peter Parker, Spider-Man is running out of time. Everything is, and it's true. The movie does feel quite rushed. And maybe it's that way on purpose, actually. And
I
at a
don't believe in that, but-
certain point, the clock tower hits the 121 position, which is the Amazing Spider-Man number 121. That's the issue that it's referring to, which, should I say it?
Oh, no. Just
certain important...
It's an issue that...
iconic moment in the comics.
It's referring to an issue from which this movie's plot is taking influence from.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was actually really... And when you point it out, it's really clever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And there's like little things like that. But then there are like things like... there are like other things, like the 60s theme playing over and over again.
The Itsy Bitsy Spider.
Yeah. There's this point where Electro is like jumping from these power grid notes, and they actually make music. I've seen it on YouTube. They can make music. Like there was this one like they call the Mountain Man, or it's like some like da na 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 na, and it's like these two notes with electricity going through.
Yeah.
They play music, so I know that's not being stupid. That can actually happen. But when Electro does it, he goes to each note, and it's like the Itsy Bitsy Spider, and then
Spider-Man's like, I hate this.
Yeah, he's like, I hate this song.
It's subtle enough that some people probably didn't catch it.
I didn't catch it because I was like, what song is this?
So funny.
I mean, at least it's more subtle than Willem Dafoe singing it. Okay, that's my
synopsis. Okay, so should we just run through it real quick?
We're not done talking about the acting though, because I want to talk about Harry. Well, we haven't talked about Garfield and Stone yet.
They saved the movie.
They all like the acting itself saves the movie. I thought Harry was Dane DeHaan is Harry Osborn. If you don't know who Dane DeHaan is, he's the guy from He's a guy from Chronicle, one of the three kids. He is the one who goes crazy.
He has the ability to pull off a very good split personality.
Yeah, but even this isn't split personality.
No, he's a very troubled kid already.
Yeah, he definitely pulls off a spoiled rich kid, and he even makes fun of himself. And there's those lines Peter goes up to him and asks, "You still blow dry your hair every morning?" He's like, "No, actually, I got a manservant to do that for me, and I use the comb, so I'm becoming more independent." I mean, I'm like, okay, I like this kid.
He is definitely better than James Franco's Harry Osborn.
Okay, he's better, in terms of he makes
he's not as sorry for himself.
But that's the thing. Harry is supposed to be, and a lot of people will agree.
He is. He's his his evil persona kind of just shows a little bit more than Harry's.
That's the thing. It shouldn't have. Harry Osborn in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, played by Dane DeHaan, his transformation to evil was rushed. It was really rushed and felt very unnatural. They tried his best. Mark Webb, amazing director, did his damnedest to get this script to work. And that is the problem here, because the writing, there's this movie had 6 writers. It had 6 writers, and it shows, yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it really shows, 6 writers, and they're all...
a lot.
Yeah, it explains why there's 12 plot points that eventually don't lead to anywhere. And there's a lot of production, producer interference coming in and saying, no, we want this character in here. We gotta set up for a Sinister Six film because that's what people want to see. No. Producers, if you're watching this, by the very, very off chance you're watching this, we do want to see a Sinister Six film. Mm-hmm. Make that clear. Sinister Six would be awesome to see on film.
If you don't know what that is, that's just some of Spidey's most iconic villains.
Yeah, it's a team of 6 Spider-Man villains. Yeah. And they include Doc Ock, Dr. Octopus, you may know him from the 2004 Spider-Man 2. Mm-hmm. Green Goblin, Rhino, Electro's supposed to be in there.
Electro. Possibly Lizard if they bring him back.
Yeah, he's hardly referenced in this film. He's is this a throwaway line here or there? I thought that would be interesting to see where Connors is right now. Mm-hmm. Anyway, he's not in this film.
And Ravencroft or something.
Probably in Ravencroft.
Yeah.
Was it Kraven the Hunter? And there's one more. I said Rhino and I said Vulture. I didn't say Vulture.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping they bring in Venom. Venom was a member of the Sinister Six, and I really want to see him in a movie again.
And there's also actually a storyline where Venom is kind of the anti-hero, and he helps Spider-Man take down the Sinister Six. So,
come on, producers!
I don't know.
If this is we're public, and we're just saying Venom. And the Venom spin-off movie better still be happening. I want to see that because he's a strong enough character to hold his own film.
He's by far probably the most popular Spider-Man villain.
Yeah, he's my favorite, definitely.
The symbiote storyline is just amazing. Carnage. You want to see Carnage.
A lot of people don't like a lot of people diss Maximum Carnage, but I have a soft spot for it.
No. Carnage, he's just so evil and he just wants to kill. Like he doesn't have
If you guys need an idea of what Carnage is like, you know who Venom is. Imagine if like the Joker had the Venom black suit, and then you got Carnage. He's the Joker mixed with Venom.
He's a serial killer with no
rhyme or reason, and he's got this incredible power of the alien symbiote.
Yeah.
Anyway, we digress. The Sinister Six. The producers, you want to make a Sinister Six film. I understand that, but we, as the public, we would rather see a very, a perfect Spider-Man film than a Spider-Man film that just has everything.
And bring back the real black suit, the real symbiote suit. The Spider-Man 3 black suit. It was essentially the same suit.
It's an alien symbiote.
Like it was just.
You want a solid. You want the solid black design.
Yeah, I want to see the suit that spawned from the Secret Wars comic.
Yeah, that's getting a little too far. I mean, that's something. Secret Wars is something I can see in the Marvel Studios films, like the Avengers or something, but not in this.
Alas, Sony, Disney, there.
Yeah, but that didn't stop Sony and Fox from collaborating in this film.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a bit.